Gamers, pixel pushers, and fellow button mashers, welcome! The arcade is now open. So real quick, I'm going to do this. And then we're going to put this on performance mode. Okay, let's get into this. Ooh, it's all foggy. It's not raining, but it is foggy. Okay, so. How am I doing as far as... Hex, nasty plot. Okay, I'm gonna go heal real quick. I know I have other Pokemon on my team. Hold on. Do you have a ghost type move? What do you have? You have Shadow Ball. Yeah, I guess I have other Pokemon I can use. What else does Spectrier have? I'm sorry. I'm a little distracted at the same time. I apologize. Hex. That's right. Okay. For fun, let's actually use Chandelure. Okay. Why not? That's probably my next shiny hunting goal after this is Litwick. But I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about it. Also, it's not, Grapploct this time. It's Toxiped. I mean, there is a Grapploct, but that's interesting. And there's no Pokemon at all here? That's kind of interesting. I wonder why. Usually there's Dreadnought or something. Maybe it's Dreadnought or nothing? I like that it looks sunny from here, but as soon as you actually walk in, it's like, nope, it's foggy. I gotta say, this fog is probably gonna make it kind of hard to see brilliant auras. Which is kind of unfortunate, but that's it. It is what it is. And also make it hard for me to, like, not run into them accidentally. So let me think. So we can talk about Subnautica. Subnautica 2 came out recently. That's pretty exciting. I even have a friend who played it for, I don't even know how long, but I saw on my Discord that they did play it, so that's pretty exciting. It seems like a cool game. It very much is Subnautica, but more. You know, like it's the same game more or less, just better graphics and different creatures. A different planet, I guess, you know, but it's very much more of the same. Which I don't mind, I mean, that's fine. Will I ever play Subnautica? I'm not really sure. I don't know if my computer can handle it, honestly. It'd be cool to play, like, I'm not totally against the idea. Oh wait, is this a brilliant? Yes it is. I almost went right past that. I looked at it, went past it, and was like, wait a minute, is this brilliant? Yes it is. Okay, so we'll add 1 to the counter. And oh my goodness, I just realized I don't think the counter is visible. It is not. There we go. Perfect. Sorry about that. Beautiful. Super effective. The wild Sandyghast fainted. My Aegislash and Mimikyu are getting so much experience, guys. It's incredible. I almost ran right into that. Oh, this one's brilliant too. We had 2 in one group. Look at that. For my first group of a brilliant, I got 2. Wonderful. Gotta love it. Mist swirls around the battlefield. I see that. Does that mean I can't put it to sleep? Not that I have anything to put it to sleep, actually, but even then. I just have quick balls and a hope that it will work. Like, that's my only strategy, is quick balls. For when it comes time to actually catch the dang thing. Which could go either really well or really poorly. Oh, it's Wigglytuff. Hi, Wigglytuff. That's interesting. I think it came from the grass and it's just wandering around outside. Is it still gonna be here? Yes, it is. Hi, Wigglytuff. How you doing, buddy? Wigglytuff, who I despise. No, I'm just kidding. I have nothing against Wigglytuff. He's fine. I forget what he's called in German, but I think he's called something else. I should know, because I played, like, 10 or 11 hours of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so I should know. Where you're in the Wigglytuff Guild. Oh, Canoodaloof. That's what it was. Canoodaloof. And yes, it is Canoodle. Yeah. Sorry, I had to think for a second, but I got it. Nope, no brilliant auras. That's fine. Yeah, so Subnautica is more of the same. What's my favorite, like, creature? Probably the Ghost Leviathan. I know, I'm a big Ghost fan, I can't help it. But it is really cool. And the way you, like, find it at the crater's edge and stuff, which apparently has 3 adult Ghost Leviathans, which is terrifying to think about. I wonder if they're all near each other or if they're kind of spread out. I watched a video where someone took the prawn suit and just plummeted down the whole crater. It was like 8,000 meters or something. It was just, oh my goodness. Anyway, this was a brilliant, so let's go ahead and count it. There we go. Nope. And nope. I gotta say though, the Shiver Leviathan from Subnautica 2 is pretty sick. Like, the Reaper Leviathan is cool and everything, but the Shiver Leviathan? Is that the only Leviathan you see in that game, in Subnautica 2? I feel like there's another one. There's one that's like the Reefback, right? That's like harmless, but really big. I forgot. I've been so focused on Subnautica 1 lately. Like, I did watch a streamer in Sim specifically play Subnautica 2, but since then I've been rewatching him play Subnautica 1, so they're kind of mixed up in my head. They're so similar that I just can't help it. Like, I know Shiver Leviathan is from Subnautica 2, for sure. But, yeah. Okay, so I guess Wigglytuff is just the spawn here. I thought it came from the grass, but apparently it's actually just the spawn for this area. I wonder why it wasn't there the first few times. Man, I was so bummed on Wednesday. I actually got a chatter right at the end of my stream. Like, dang it. So close. Wow, it's only been... Oh wow, a Blissey. Hello, Blissey. Not even just a Chansey, but a Blissey. That's pretty cool. Oh, I don't think this one's ever brilliant. That's interesting. Anyway, that's number 4. Sorry, my mom was showing me a huge earthworm. She's outside. I have windows right here. Anyway, this thing is not shiny, so we're just gonna go ahead and take it out. She knocked on the window to show me an earthworm that was like this long and maybe this thick. So, I got biggin. That's what we call a big boy. Yeah, I wonder where Wigglytuff was the first few times, like, I went through, because it wasn't there originally. Because I remember saying, like, oh, I wonder why there's no Pokemon here, that's weird. Turned out Duskull was so hard to catch because it was a level above me. I had just the worst time, and also apparently it has just a low catch rate in general. I had no idea. I was unprepared. I did catch it eventually, but I used up like 6 Great Balls. It was crazy. But it's on my team now, and I couldn't be happier. Definitely gonna be an MVP, I have a feeling. Do-do-do-do-do. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about, honestly. That's the hard thing with these streams, is that, like, my German streams, I never run out of stuff to talk about because there's always dialogue to read. Quite a lot, actually, because it's Pokemon and it's very story-driven. Like, I could probably go find an NPC to talk to right now, if I wanted to. Not that it would help me right now, because I'm not playing in German. This is my, other account, my main account. No, okay. Just making sure. I thought that one was a brilliant aura that I had missed, but nope. Oh, another Blissey, my goodness. My luck is immaculate. Now, if only it would apply to the actual shiny odds. Do. Do 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 do. That almost ran into me. It's so slow moving, but it almost actually... Oh. Here's one. Nice. Super effective. $295. Beautiful. I know I could also shiny hunt through like Dynamax Adventures and stuff like that, but that's probably more fun to do with people, and I don't currently have online, so I can't do it with anyone. And also, like, the main legendary I would want is Lunala in shiny. Like, but that's a Shield exclusive. Apparently, if you're friends with somebody who has the other version, you can, like, join their lobby or whatever. And then if you fail, you just save the path, and that way you have the path to the Pokemon. But I just don't have a way to do that yet. And also, I don't have a chat. So it's like, I don't have any viewers that would join me, you know? Like, I could find random people online, I guess, but it wouldn't be me and viewers is the thing. which I would want. I think that'd be a lot of fun actually doing Dynamax Raid with viewers, but I just don't have consistent viewership. Oh. We have a Brilliant. For a second I thought my mic was muted, it is not. Okay. Mist swirls around the battlefield. Okay, that was it for that round, that's fine. Sorry, excuse me. My eye got all watery all of a sudden. A wild Bagon appears. Catch it using Pokécatch. That took a while. It took 15 minutes for that to pop up. I could have swore it happened sooner than that, usually. Oh, it says I have a viewer on the Twitch side. Hello, viewer. I'm also streaming on YouTube, by the way. But, I don't know if you're gonna join the chat or not, but hello. Either way, I don't mind. I mean, I'd like it if you did, but I totally get it if I'm just, like, in the background or something. I know that's how a lot of people engage with live streams, especially something like shiny hunting. But having someone to chat with would make this go by faster and give me more stuff to talk about. I was talking about Subnautica. How Subnautica 2 came out, how it's more or less the same game, but with different creatures and a lot less content. But apparently Subnautica 1 started with a lot less as well. Like, it was one of those games that got updated a whole bunch over time until it was its final version. Bagon escaped, no one caught it, oh noes. Pokemon community game, whatever will we do? The community game in the chat. If you're watching this on a TV or something, you can't see the chat, but there's a community game going on in it. Not that anyone's participating, but it's there. I don't know if anyone watches me on a TV. If so, that's pretty cool. Let me see. No brilliant auras. They're kind of hard to see in the fog, but I can still see them. Wigglytuff wasn't there for like the first 4 rounds of me going back and forth, and it just suddenly appeared. I'm not really sure why. Like, I guess that's meant to be the spawn for this weather, but it just didn't appear the first few times for some reason. I thought surely it came from the grass, but it's been there now since, like, every single time, which means it's just the spawn that's supposed to be here. Either I was just blind at the beginning and I didn't see it, or it genuinely did not spawn in the beginning for some reason. Either way. This one again. I was just saying earlier how rare it is for that one specifically to be a brilliant one. Like, I swear I get other ones much more commonly. Anyway. Chandelure used Shadow Ball. I love Chandelure. It's such a good Pokemon. The wild Sandyghast fainted. 295 watts. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Where? I just saw that. Where was that? A pearl. Nice. Yeah, in this file, I've already beat the game and everything. I don't have any more story to do in either DLC, because I already have Spectre and stuff. So, now I'm just shiny hunting. But if you're curious to see me play, like, from the beginning of the game, I do have a German playthrough happening as well. That's been on Mondays, but I did also play it on Wednesday this week, just because I didn't feel like playing Pokemon Black, which I'm also playing in German. Nothing against that game, I just prefer Sword so far. I know. Controversial, probably, because I know Pokemon Black is beloved and everything, and I don't have anything against it, I just don't have quite an attachment to it. Probably because I'm playing it in a foreign language that I don't know all the way. Which I know is making a lot of the story, like, less impactful for me, which I feel pretty bad about, actually. Like, there was a moment with Belle and her dad or something, cutscene in Rayano City, which is called something else in English, but I don't know what it's called. But it's the place with, like, the music theater and the, it had one of the gyms, I want to say. Was it the electric gym? I think so. But anyway, like, the scene totally fell flat on me because I had no idea what was happening. And I feel really bad about it. So, I mean, like, feel free to watch that playthrough, but if you want me to actually react to, like, plot twists and things that are happening and stuff like that, that's not gonna happen, and I'm sorry. Like, I should have picked a different Pokemon game to go through rather than Black. But I thought, oh, it's got so much story and dialogue and stuff, it'll be great reading practice. And I was right, it is. It's been excellent practice. But I still don't know, like, at least 70% of what's being said. And, like, I'm learning slowly, and it's, like, it helps the more I learn and stuff. But at the same time, it's just, like, I had the same problem with Mystery Dungeon, like, because I know that one's got a really good story, and that one was bad because I accidentally soft-locked myself by being underleveled at Steam Cave. Like, and when I say underlevel, I was like 10 levels underlevel or something. It was actually a little scary. I was level 16 at Steam Cave, which is, you're supposed to be like at least level 20, 21, somewhere between 20 and 25, I want to say. Because the way I was playing the game, I was not fighting enemies nearly that much. You know, like, not nearly as much as I needed to. Sorry, I keep thinking of Mystery Dungeon because Wigglytuff is right here. I played Explorers of Sky specifically. But I, oh. Yes, that is a brilliant aura. Okay. Sorry, Chandelure was in the way, it was hard to tell. But yeah, and I had like a few revival seeds, and I had some like exploding seeds or whatever, blast seeds or whatever they're called. They were called plosive Samen in German. But I didn't know how to use them because I hadn't used them at all up until that point. Because I was trying to fight Groudon with them, and I threw it and it just landed at his feet and did absolutely nothing. Which was disastrous. And of course the save that you get right before is not a storage system save, it's just a save, so you can't store your items and just go in for experience and keep dying over and over. You know, so, because you would just keep losing your items, and even if you ended up with like the right level of experience, you'd have no items, so like how are you gonna beat Groudon of all, you know, like it's just, it was really stressful, and the series ended because I literally could not go forward. Which sucks, because I put like 11 hours into it. But it was such like a catastrophic failure on my part, the way I played. Like, I was basically speedrunning the game without actually having played it before. You know, like where I was just trying to get to the exit as fast as possible in each dungeon because I didn't want to fight enemies. I didn't realize that that's the only way you got experience. I thought that you also got it from completing dungeons and from whatever, like, So I was severely underleveled. It was bad, bad, bad. Like, I got one shot by a knock towel, which was crazy. I mean, I know it's super effective because I was Fampy, specifically, which was not my choice. Again, like, I didn't know the quiz at the beginning. Like, I knew there would be a quiz and everything, but I didn't know what was being asked most of the time, so I just kind of guessed randomly. I mean, I learned a lot of vocab from Mystery Dungeon, but it was such a bummer, man. Like, oh my goodness. I remember being really emotional about it just because of how stressful it was. Like, oh no. What have I done to myself? So yes, it was effectively a soft lock. I know it's not a soft lock in the traditional sense, but trust me, it was a soft lock. A hard lock would mean you literally cannot go forward, right? Where you have to, like, reset the game, like, because you're actually stuck and, like, cannot move kind of thing. But a soft lock is, like, not being able to continue the story because of being stuck, like, because of a game glitch or something, and... Right? I don't know, maybe I could consider it a hard lock, but I definitely consider it a soft lock at the very least. But in order to continue, I would have to restart the game. Like, from the beginning. Which maybe one day I'll do, and I'll play it in English or something, that way I can get the full experience out of it. I didn't realize just how hard it would be to play in German. Like, I had no idea. I didn't realize how different the gameplay would be, I guess, is what it is. I should have picked, like... Because Pokemon Black, at least I know what I'm doing. Even if I don't know what the story is exactly, I know what I'm doing. I can play the game. I'm not, like, severely underleveled and going into gyms, getting white out all the time. Like, I actually have strategies and, you know, over time I've learned more or less what different moves are and, you know, like, that kind of stuff. And because of Mystery Dungeon, I know, like, several item names. Like, Belieber is, Revival and that kind of stuff. But, or, like, Trank is Potion, and, oh, what's another example? Salmon is Seed, which I know is not as big a thing in the mainline series, but Seeds were pretty big in Mystery Dungeon. So yeah, that's not to say that I don't recommend the game or anything, because it was fun, I was enjoying it, I just was not playing it the correct way at all. And it was just tragic. You know, I was in, like, chapter 10 or something. Whatever chapter you have to fight Groudon for the first time. Which I know, like, you know, spoilers, I'm not gonna say it, actually. But at the same time, it's just... I did not mean to run into this one, by the way, so I'm not gonna count it, because it was not brilliant. And in fact, I'm gonna run away from it. Oh, it has a smoke ball. I didn't even realize. That's fun. Not that it needs it, but it does have one. I didn't need to use a smoke ball, but I guess I did. But yeah, so don't make my mistake if you ever play Mystery Dungeon. Actually fight enemies. Don't just try and get to the end as fast as possible. I was scared of running into a monster room, to be honest. Like a monster house or whatever it's called in the game. I think it was monster house in German, but I think it's meant to be like monster room or something in English. But where it's just like an ambush of 20 enemies or something, like, I was scared of that. But honestly, like, I probably could have used that to my advantage if I knew what I was doing. Yeah, I think Monster House is what it was called. Which they only would have started appearing kind of where I was in the game. Like, they don't appear early on as far as I know. But still, like I said, I would have ran out of items. I didn't have storage. I couldn't go back to my base. It was a point of no return as well. Like, that, I need to emphasize that. Everyone at the guild was at this location. So, like, there was nothing to go back to at the base. It wouldn't let you anyway. Like, you were so far into the expedition at that point that I think after you beat Groudon, you go back to the base and everything, but the big expedition, like, it was called the Grosse Expedition, which is, like, the big expedition, is a point of no return. Like, once you go on that expedition, that's it. Like, hope you're prepared, because that's all you got. And it's just like, wow, okay. Like, yes, you can find items in the dungeons and stuff like that, but still, not all the items you would need. I had plenty of good items, I don't know, it was just a lot. Sorry, I didn't expect to rant about Mystery Dungeon, but it let the time pass for like 15 minutes, so that was pretty good. So excuse me for going on a tangent about that, but like, there's a reason I stopped that series, and that's because I literally had no choice. Now, Heart Gold, on the other hand, is on temporary hiatus. I can move forward, I think. I hope. I'm stuck at Ice Path. I can do the sliding puzzles just fine. I have notes for those, and that's totally fine. Like the ice puzzle itself, where you're sliding on it. But the part I had trouble with was the rocks. Moving the rocks with strength, and putting them in the holes and everything. Like, that I had such a hard time with, because I had no repels, so every 2 or 3 steps it would be a Zubat or a Golbat, which was annoying. Oh my god, it was so annoying. That was another really stressful thing, and I haven't gone back to it because it was so stressful. And also because I don't know if I can buy repels. Like, I don't know. I might have to sell most of whatever's in my bag to actually buy enough repels to figure out the puzzle. Because, like, looking online to figure out the puzzle does not seem to help. Like, I still just do not understand it. And I want to complete the game so bad. Like, I want so bad to actually... like, I was having so much fun, man. I got a Crobat at, like, level 34. Or at level 24? 24. Yeah, because it evolved into Golbat at 22. Right? And then I think that it immediately at 23 evolved into Crobat, because I caught it in a friend ball, specifically. And I had an EXP share on it. And I caught it as a Zubat at like level 14 or 15, I want to say 15. So I was so excited. I had a Crobat, which oh my god, I was so upset with this, but I actually, like, skipped over Mean Look on Crobat, because I was like, stops Pokemon from fleeing, what do I need that for? Even though I knew that I was supposed to save it for the roaming legendaries, dang it. Like, oh my god, I was so mad at myself. Like, as soon as I did it, I was like, oh my god. Like, I remembered as soon as I hit for, like, no. And I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe I just did that. So, it was oof. Just oof is all I gotta say for that. But, because I have run into Raikou. At least once. Which completely caught me off guard. I actually made a short for that on my YouTube channel, which it did not do very well for some reason, which is unfortunate, because I thought it was a good short, but... where I just was really sarcastic when I walked, because I was on, like, Route 2 or something. It's a Sandyghast. Brilliant. A brilliant Sandyghast. I don't know, I was on a really early route, trying to get apricorns, I think, or something like that. And, I ran into the grass, and I was like, oh, I wonder what I'm encountering. I didn't even notice the music or anything, and as soon as Raikou came up, I was like, Raikou. Oh. Except I paused for longer than that. I was just Like, error. Cannot compute. Like, I knew they were roaming around, but I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like that, though. But I do enjoy the game, and I would like to play more of it. I was so close to finishing the main part of it, like the Johto part. I know there's also Kanto in it. But I was so close to finishing the Johto part, because all I had left to do was fight Claire. And, like, the Kimono Girls, and, what else? Claire, the Kimono Girls. I wanted to go to the move, like, relearner or whatever to actually get rid of Cut on Feraligatr, which it has, which is not a very good move for it. The move Forgetter or whatever, not the relearner. But they're both in the same place, right? Aren't they both in, like, the same house? The move Reminder and the move Forgetter? Forgetter doesn't sound right. I don't know what word they use, but that doesn't sound correct. The move Destroyer. No, but, yeah, because I do want to continue playing. I was having so much fun, man. Like, I did so much grinding. I even had one stream where I did grinding for like 2 hours. Because it was my first time ever getting someone in the chat. And I was so excited about it that I just decided to keep going for another, like, I don't know if it was another hour, but it was close. It was another, at least half hour. If not closer to, like, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. But I was so excited, like, oh my goodness, I actually have chat. I need to talk to them. I can't end yet. Now I can't do that because I have, like, a feeding routine for my cats. So I have to end at 5. But for a bit, I could have, probably. That's why I was so bummed about, getting a chatter right at the end on Wednesday. I was like, dang it, because I can't go over, so I can't just sit and talk to them and keep playing as much as I wanted to. All they said was, hey, and then they kind of left after, because I said, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm about to wrap up, so they probably just immediately left, which, honestly, that's fair. I don't expect much different. Given I'd said I was going to wrap up. I mean, why would they stick around, you know? So I do like the music in this place, it's nice. Do 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 do. Oof. Now let's talk about Fire Emblem. And my experience with that game and why that went on hiatus. So that was, an experience for sure. I kept accidentally only bringing Erika to battles. Because it was unclear. Like, it said select who to bring, but it already selects everyone automatically. So if you click on someone, it deselects them, and I didn't realize that. So I kept accidentally just bringing her instead of everyone. And so, like, she was, like, level 16, and everyone else was, like, level 3. And it was bad. Like, even when I realized, like, oh my goodness, I need to actually bring these people with me, and I understand now how to do it, it was too late. Like, I was not playing correctly, once again, at all. And that one, I don't even have the excuse of German for that one. That one I was just playing in English. But I just, for some reason, that mechanic, I could not wrap it around my head for the longest time. I only did like 6 or 7 parts, so it didn't get as deep. But I also lost Colm the Thief, which I was so upset about, like, oh my god, what am I doing? I was so careful, and then I lost him, and just, oh. And then I also lost the Pegasus Knight, Vanessa, I think was her name. Oof. That was bad, too. So I couldn't save the villagers from that giant spider or whatever. Which I felt bad about, like, aw. They made such a big deal out of it, and I couldn't do anything to help them. Yeah, so when they said permadeath and stuff, like, I did not understand how stressful that would be. And so that game, like, I don't know if I was soft-locked per se, like, I think I probably could have kept playing with just Etika and everyone else at a low level where they eventually would catch up, but at the same time, like, it would have probably turned into a massacre eventually. Where, like, everyone just kept dying over and over, and that would have been way too stressful. So I stopped while I was ahead, kind of deal. Not while I was ahead, but, you know. Like, I wasn't ahead, per se, but I stopped while I was... Oh, it's another one already, nice. Numero... Numa Zen. Sin. Okay. I feel like I'm off by one, but at the same time, I don't know. If I am, I apologize. Like, if I've miscounted or something. I mean, it's not that big a deal, because, as you can see, I have over 1,000 encounters total. Not 1,000 brilliant encounters, to be clear. Just 1,000 encounters. Because I didn't know about how the shiny odds only boosts with brilliant auras. I had no idea. So I was just, like, running into every Sandyghast all the time, trying to get a shiny. As you can see, now I've changed the approach. But yeah, so I've discontinued games for different reasons, as you can see. Heart Gold, like I said, I would definitely want to continue playing. I just don't know how to go about it. But I was really enjoying it. And a part of me would love to play, like, Pokemon Champions, or one of the Legends games. The Legends games, like, I'm apprehensive about because they're so different gameplay-wise. Like, a part of me wants to get them just for the shiny hunting, which I know is not a great reason to get them. But, like, they seem like cool games and everything, like ZA. ZA I've already watched. I haven't actually watched Legend Arceus very much, so I don't know the story very well on that one, but ZA I've actually watched all the way through. And I have a general idea of the story. So I feel like I could play that one in German if I really wanted to. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I should, because it's, again, it's got different game mechanics. And I feel like if it's in German, I will miss certain mechanics and have a harder time. So because it's different mechanics, like I just said, I will probably play that in English if I ever do play it. And it will be the Nintendo Switch 1 version, because I do not have a Nintendo Switch 2. A part of me also wants to play Scarlet and Violet, which, like, that would be a potential German one for sure. Scarlet and Violet. But the issue is, again, I don't have a Switch 2, so all the issues and stuff that got fixed with Switch 2, I don't get to experience the fixes. I just have to deal with the issues. Which, I don't know if I want to deal with those issues, with, like, the lag and the, glitches, and, like, they're not good glitches. It's not like they make the game, like, it's not like you can break the game and speed run through it with these glitches. They're just, like, graphical glitches that end up making the experience more frustrating, rather than more fun. Dang it. I have Saribot in the chat. It's supposed to get rid of that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that out loud, I'm sorry. For the viewer wondering, it's a bot, like a spam bot. But besides saying that, I'm not gonna give it any more attention. Yeah, I think I'm one off. But I'm not gonna fix it just because in case I'm not. If it's one off, it's not the end of the world. Because, like, my total is 1k plus. I put it like that because I don't know the total. I know it's past 1k for sure, and it might even be past 2k at this point. But I didn't keep track, so I actually have no idea. So, like, this number, like, the current number that I keep adding to, is just for the sake of the stream. But at the same time, like, it's not that big a deal if it's not totally accurate. It's not gonna ruin the experience if it's off by 1. Like, would it bother me if I was watching a stream and that happened? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But at the same time, like, stuff happens. People overlook things. People, you know, like, it happens. It's not the end of the world. I see no auras. Oh, I did not mean to run into that, dang it. I do wonder who my lone viewer is. I wonder if it's the same person every time. Probably not. But I usually have at least one. Like, not one chatter, but just one viewer. I did have a viewer on the YouTube side, like, last week, but I'm pretty sure it was a bot. Like, their replies didn't quite make sense, and, they didn't talk, like, for very long, kind of thing. Like, based on the messages they sent, you would expect them to talk for longer, but they didn't. They left pretty quickly, so. Like, they sent this long message to start, which is kind of like an inviting discussion kind of message, and you expect them to stick around for that, and I ran into another one. Jesus. Sorry. I don't mean to keep accidentally running into them. Obviously, it's an accident. Sorry, I'm tired. shiny hunting can be pretty dull. It's just going back and forth, looking to see if it's got a glowing aura or not. And if it does, you run into it. If it doesn't, you don't. And that's it. If you're lucky, it's a shiny. If not, well, you just try again. But yeah, something like Pokemon Champions, which I feel like you have to have online to play that, because, I mean, unless there's a story mode where you can just play by yourself, but it's a competitive game where the whole thing is battling other people. But it would be a fun game to have, I think. Because I do like Pokemon strategy, and I like how deep it is. It's a lot deeper than a lot of people realize. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I would either do really well or really poorly. Oh, does this one have an aura? No, I don't know why I thought it did. Okay. Something about the way the light was hitting it, I guess. Again, I ran into another one I did not mean to run into. What is with me today? I'm not being careful enough right around these non-brilliant ones. It's okay. I have a smoke ball, so I can flee no matter what, even though I'm 40 levels above it and should be able to flee regardless. I wonder if a smoke ball works against, like, Arena Trap and, oh, what's the other one? Shadow Tag, I think, is the other one. Probably, right? Or is that when you use, like, a Pokédoll? I'm not sure. Oh, sorry, I'm just tired. Wow, it's already 4:53, that's wild. Okay, we'll do a couple more rounds of looking around, but... So today we either got 11 or 12. So far, anyway. If we get one more, that's fine. Nope. No brilliant auras, oh well. Anyway, this one counts, finally. After running into several that did not count, this one does. Is there a second one? It doesn't appear like it. Okay. Oh, here's one. That was fast. Still no shiny, but that's okay. I'll get it eventually. It will happen. Hopefully. This is what, part 7, so I've been trying to do this for 7 weeks now. Oof. Only for an hour at a time, but still. That's still rough, man. Okay, no more auras. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and wrap up. So let's go over here and save real quick. Go over here where it's nice and safe. Me in my ghost trainer uniform. Save. I saved my progress. Okay, so that will be all for now. Thank you for watching, whoever was here. It said I had 1 viewer, so if you're here, hello. Thank you for watching. Oh, I just had to stretch, sorry. Disable performance mode. Okay. So come back on Monday for some Pokemon Sword in German, and then on Wednesday for some Pokemon Black in German, and I will see you then. The arcade is now closing. Bye.